Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a critical topic: how the United States can catch up with the rest of the world in terms of technology. It's a conversation that's not just for tech enthusiasts or industry insiders, it's for everyone who cares about the future of our economy, our security, and our way of life. From production lines to telecommunication infrastructure, several key issues are impacting America's tech progress. So, let's break down 5 essential areas where we're falling behind, and what we can do to close the gap. First up, let's talk about the US auto industry. Did you know that many US automakers rely on Chinese production lines to manufacture key parts? It's true. China is a massive player in the global automotive supply chain, especially for components like batteries, microchips, and even finished electronic modules. This reliance creates a couple of significant issues. For one, we have supply chain vulnerability. If relations with China sour, or if there's a disruption in Chinese production due to political tensions or natural disasters, it could cripple US automakers overnight. Secondly, our dependence on imports limits our self-sufficiency in manufacturing. This means we're exposed to Chinese market pricing, production delays, and quality control issues. Without localizing more production, the US risks losing its competitive advantage in the automotive industry, particularly in the race for electric vehicle production dominance. So, what can we do? The US could incentivize domestic production of critical auto parts, boost investment in local battery manufacturing plants, and strengthen its supply chains for EV components. It's not just about cars, it's about our economic future. Next, let's shift gears to telecommunications. Most major US telecom companies rely on foreign-made infrastructure, especially for their 5G networks. This heavy reliance on other nations for tech equipment has raised serious concerns around security and reliability. Think about it, cybersecurity risks are a real issue here. Foreign manufacturers of telecom equipment, particularly from countries like China, are often viewed as potential security threats. Imagine equipment with backdoors that could allow foreign entities to spy on US data. That's a nightmare scenario. Moreover, if there's a political conflict, our dependence on foreign-made telecom infrastructure could create bottlenecks or delays, potentially cutting off access to critical components. The stakes are high. National security, data privacy, and service reliability are all at risk. To improve our security, the US needs to incentivize domestic production of telecom equipment, partner with trusted allies for telecom imports, and impose strict security standards for foreign-made equipment. It's time to take control of our communication networks. Now, let's talk about something that's on everyone's mind: artificial intelligence. AI is transforming economies worldwide, but the US is facing fierce competition in this field. Countries like China are aggressively funding AI research and applications, putting them ahead in both development and deployment. This is a problem for several reasons. First, there's the issue of data and ethics. Other nations are collecting huge datasets for AI research, sometimes without the same privacy standards as we have here in the US. While we focus on ethical AI, they may take shortcuts to accelerate their advancements. Additionally, we're losing talent. Many skilled researchers from the US are moving abroad, especially to countries like China and South Korea, where they're offered substantial funding and research freedom. Falling behind in AI means the US could lose out on future industry-dominating technologies like autonomous vehicles, healthcare diagnostics, and defense applications. To stay competitive, the US should increase funding for AI research, partner with the private sector, and provide resources for training more AI specialists domestically. We can't afford to lag behind in this critical area. Moving on, let's address the decline in semiconductor manufacturing. Semiconductors are the brains of most modern devices, from smartphones to defense systems. Although the US once led in this field, we now heavily rely on imports from countries like Taiwan and South Korea. Why is this an issue? Well, the COVID-19 pandemic highlighted just how vulnerable the US is to supply chain disruptions. If imports are blocked or delayed, industries from automotive to defense face severe setbacks. We lack self-sufficiency, and since semiconductors are essential to almost every tech product, this dependence compromises our technological independence and potentially our national security. Without a solid domestic semiconductor industry, the US risks losing the innovation race in several sectors, including AI, electronics, and robotics. The good news is that the US government is investing in local semiconductor production, like the recent CHIPS Act, which provides funding to build semiconductor manufacturing plants on US soil. This can help secure supply chains and stimulate economic growth, but we need to keep pushing forward. Finally, let's talk about renewable energy technology and battery production. Many of the materials and technologies needed for solar panels, wind turbines, and large-scale batteries come from abroad, especially from China, which dominates rare earth mineral production. This reliance has significant implications. Not only does it drive up costs for US companies, but it also contradicts our goals of energy independence and environmental responsibility. As green technology becomes more widespread, these materials will be in even higher demand. If foreign control over rare earth minerals continues, US companies could be restricted in their efforts to expand renewable energy solutions. To resolve this, the US should invest in alternative materials for battery production, increase recycling of rare earth materials, and open new mineral mines domestically under strict environmental guidelines. It's about securing our future and ensuring we're players in the global energy transition. As we've seen, there's a lot of work to be done to help the US catch up in technology, from securing supply chains to bolstering local industries. By addressing these 5 areas: automotive manufacturing, telecom security, AI research, semiconductor production, and renewable energy, we can strengthen America's technological foundation, boost our economy, and enhance our national security. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments which areas you think the US should focus on to become a tech leader once again. Until next time, keep moving forward.